this session we will discuss the randomization property of system Verilog, and in this session we will also see how we can qualify the class property to make it random property, and how we can randomize the random property of the class. Then we will see the sample example to showcase how it will be done. So system Verilog provides two property, or you can say two qualifiers, that is rand and randc, to make the class property as a random property. So now coming to the definition of rand and randc qualifier. Rand qualifier, whenever you randomize the class property which is of rand type, it can repeat the value without iterating all possible values. Whereas whenever you randomize the class property which is of randc type, it will iterate all possible values first, then only it will repeat their values. So this is the basic difference between rand and randc type property. So coming to this slide captures that what will be the steps in randomization. So the first step will be qualify the class properties with rand and randc qualifier. The second step will be create the class object using new operator. Then call a randomize method on the class object. So here you are seeing the sample code of randomization. In this code, I have declared a program block which starts from program and ends from end program. Inside the program block, I have declared a clock which is of bit type and initialized with value 0. Then I have defined a class. This is the class definition. The class name is rand underscore and underscore randc. This class contains three properties A, B and C. A and B are of 3-bit wide and initialized with value 0, whereas C is of int type and C is also initialized with value 0. Now we have to make some properties of this class as of random property, for which I have qualified property A with the qualifier rand and property B with the qualifier randc. So coming to the step 2. So in the initial begin block, I have created an instance, or you can say a handle of this class with the name R. Then using the new operator, I have created the object of this class rand and randc. So till this point I have declared or you can say qualified the class properties with rand and randc qualifier and created the object of this class. Now coming to the step 3. Step 3 states that call the randomize method on the class object. So in this code, the class object name is R. So in here I am calling the randomize method on the class object, and the syntax is class object dot randomize. So using this line of code r.randomize, I am randomizing the random property of this class. So when you specify this line of code only once, then the one time randomization will happen. Now I want to randomize it n number of times. For that I have created the clock which I have already declared at the starting bit clock, one tick be 0. So now I am creating here, I am creating the clock or generating the clock using the forever loop with the clock period of 10, and after certain delays I am finishing the simulation using the $finish keyword. So this is the entire program. So now we will see the output of this program. So this slide captures the output of the above stated program. So at the time you can see there is a difference of 10, that is the clock period. Since in the above slide I am using that poses of clock. So whenever the poses of clock appear, this randomize method gets called, and whenever the randomize method gets called, these two random property will be randomized and it will take a random value. So in this slide you can see, depending upon the qualifier, since property A is qualified as rand type, so it can repeat their values without iterating it's the complete range, whereas property B is declared as RANDC type of property or RANDC qualifier. So it will first iterate all possible values, then only it can repeat their values. Whereas the other property C, which is of int type, or you can say C is a non-random property of the class, so it will contain the same value with which it gets initialized. So here you can see the value 6 of A is repeated 1, 2, 3 times. This is since A and B are of 3 bit wide, so it can take 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8 values, that is from 0 to 7. So when we are randomizing the class object 8 times, so in the 8 outputs the value of A gets repeated, that is here you can see value 6 is 3 times outside of 8 output, whereas you can see B is not repeating any value, it is iterating their values from 0 to 7. So you can see 4, 3, 0, 6, 7, 5, 1, 2. After one point to note it down is, whenever the complete iteration gets completed, then at this point of time, this line at time 85, this is the 9th times the iteration is happening. This is the 9th times when randomize method gets called on the class object. So at this point there is possibility that B may take a value of 2, that is B can repeat the previous value at this point of time, but again it will iterate with the full range. So this is the basic difference between the RAND and RANDC property. Thank you.